Hello students, I came in front of you with a new topic that is connected to poem. The title of the poem is To Sleep. It was written by William Wordsworth. You want to know about William Wordsworth? Have you heard about William Wordsworth? Yes, definitely. Those who was like English literature is very familiar role played by William Wordsworth, and his contribution is such a great in English literature. So he is known as commonly known as a nature poet because his association with nature is such kinds of deep. His observance or his observation towards nature is such deep and wide, and his involvement in nature is so much. So that's why he is known as nature poet. And according to William Wordsworth, he considered nature as poet, I mean as a philosopher, a guide, and at the same time friend. From this, we can understand that was what his involvement, his deep friendship with nature, his deep observation with nature. So, any parts of the nature, he's touched there. Tell me, each parts of the nature. That's if it is beauty, or it is feelings, or it is rain, or it's sunny, or it's a hill, mountain, or sun, sea, or valley, or whatever it is. That means connected to moon, sun, sky, cloud. Everything is under his control. So he wrote very beautifully about these connectors. So what is I mean here is that he is such a kind of person is associated with nature. So that's why he's recognized in English literature as nature poet. Okay, it's most of the poems we already studied from your younger ages. A Daffodil is one of the great contribution. Is William Wordsworth's Daffodil. So many other contributions. He did it in English literature. So many works. I still not remember, but I think so. You're remembering so many works of William Wordsworth and his contribution to English literature. So that's one of the things you should remember. Then other things is that he's belonged to English poet. That means he's brought up in, living, brought up, born in, brought up in England. So we can consider he's an English poet. And he was born in the year, you already said it, that 70 80 50. Okay, he's a romantic poet. He was a romantic poet. We can consider the was his best word because he already died. That's why we can use this was. Is it? All right. So to sleep, what do you mean by that? Everybody like to sleep. I think I'm not interested to sleep in all time. I don't want to sleep. I want to sleep at night only. But some people have to in early morning too much time they are ready to sleep. Even lunch time also they are ready to sleep. And night time also, late night also they are ready to sleep for a while up to uh, sunrise. So it's a passion. Some people has to like to sleep very nicely. The thing is here is that some people can sleep uh, at once suddenly when they are enter into the bed or bedroom. But some others can't sleep properly, even though they wish to sleep. They are thinking here and there, and they can't come. They can't get the blessing of sleep. So that's the two type of people we can see that. So here is that poet. The first, it's exactly not poem. Is we can call it as a sonnet. Connect. It is not exactly this way of a full length of poem. We can consider it as a sonnet. Sonnet means it is connected to 14 lines. The 14 lines poem we can call it sonnet. And this first six line, poet explain about what is it? Beauty of the nature. Second offline is connected to his. He didn't get a sleep, so he wished to sleep. So he is thinking here and there, and he is wishing for sleep, and he pray for to sleep. That is the last uh, coming lines as to consider. So this we can call as two parts in this sonnet. The first part is connected to he explained the beauty, natural beauty. And second part is connected to his sleepless night. And he wished for to sleep, but sleep is far away from him. So he prayed in order to get a sleep. So the sleep is considered to be so very important to every person, isn't it? If you sleep a very nice, tight sleep at night, then you can wake up very energetically, and you can work very energetically, and you can look at surroundings too bright and shine. If you didn't sleep properly at night, the morning, you can't work properly, you can't look the surroundings such kinds of energetically. So sleep is considered to be as very important. Some people can't sleep, that's why they have to seek the help of doctor. And some people have to could it never comes sleep. That's why they're addicted for that some other things. That's why they can't sleep. So many things have to come in front of a doctor in such kinds of patients all over in the world. So sleep is really a blessing. So have you ever slept a long time or in a short time? What about your sleep? How many hours you can sleep? What about your sleep? While you are asleep, what about your dream? What about your thinking? So many things we want to discuss. That we discuss each other. At the same time, a poet also thought several things while he couldn't sleep. That's why he's thinking or thoughts. All right. So sleep played a very important role in our day-to-day life. That we should understand. All right. Then here is that I can give you some of these things as here. What is that? This in Chekhov, Anton Chekhov, Gooseberries, after visiting his brother Nikolai Ivanich. Ivan Ivanich is not with the root ideas and he cannot sleep. Yes, we understood that, no? Ivan Ivanich can't sleep because he understood his life is totally failed and his brother life is success. That's why he can't sleep, even though he has a good bedroom with AC or any other facilities, but he can't sleep. Sleep is far away from Ivan Ivanich. All right. Have you ever lain awake, sleepless at night? Yes. Did you have such kinds of experience without sleep at night? And what did you do at that time? Describe your experience. Yes. Now let us see what William Wordsworth has to say about sleep. So I always tell that this first part we can divide it into two. The eighth line is considered to be as octave, OCTAV, and the remaining sixth line is considered to be as a sestet, SESTET, sestet. That is a division. It is called as, we can call it 14 lines, we can call as sonnet. It's another version of poem or poem. So this sonnet is divided into octave plus sestet. First 8 line octave, and this remaining 6 line is sestet. The first 8 line I already told what it says, William Wordsworth experience with the nature. And second 6 line, last 6 line is connected about his sleepless nights. And too much imagination is there, and too much personification, too much alliteration, too much hyperbole, and he used A, B, B, A, C, D, E, such kinds of rhyming scheme also used here. So let us see that's what is this sleep says about that. Okay, this first 8 line we want to know that. Can you read that first 8 line? Yeah, first 8 line is see that. A flock of sheep, flock means group, that will surely pass away. That means while he is explain this nature, that means you can see. We can also see in different natural experience. That means if you have to goes to forest, or if you goes to mountainside, if you goes to beach or park, or you can see, you can enjoy the natural beauty, isn't it? So here poet had experience with the flock of sheep, Yeah, that leisurely passed away. Leisurely means here very freely, freedom, freely passed by one after one. The sound of rain also you can hear, and the bee sound also you can hear. That is all auditory images is there. We can see the auditory images here. Poet is the narrator. Poet got the sound of rain, sound of bees. You know bees? Yes. His bees was murmuring, is it? The fall of rivers, rivers falling sound in the forest, very just like a cascade. Okay, the fall of rivers or sound, winds and seas. That means so the visual images also they can see seas, and also they can hear the sound of winds. Yeah, and also smooth fields. Fields means here paddy field or like that. So smooth fields also he can see a very beautiful scene of paddy field or the agricultural land. White sheets of water. That means one after another. The water comes from one after another from the rocks, from the forest or jungle, and pure sky. These are all his experience in nature. Sorry. He can hear, he can see, he can feel. So many things. Visual images there, auditory images there, tactile images also they can understand from this first four lines of this sonnet. That's the poet experience with nature. Some people can't enjoy the nature. That's depends upon other person. Some people can easily enjoy. Some people can even write the story, even compose a poem. They sit with nature. That's why they can easily shape the poem or story from this nature. Because they need some kinds of silence or some kinds of mood, we can call it. So nature played a very important role in our day-to-day life. Similarly, we have to maybe study in the first chapter. There is a connected to nature. That means if you have any sad or sorrow or any feeling, you should go inside the nature or the forest or any other beautiful natural place, and your tears will be wiped out from there by nature. So nature will wipe out your tears. You can never think about the sadness. You can never disappointed with nature. So nature played a very important role in your day-to-day life. So enjoy the nature. So we want to save our nature. We want to control our day-to-day life. We want to give more preference for nature by planting trees, avoid plastic, avoid smokes. There's so many things we want to control. Then we can preserve our nature. So nature preservation is very talented and bright idea. Now most of the schools and colleges and some of the clubs, natural club also introduced for safeguard our nature. So here is that poet experience with nature we have already seen. He can while he had to explain about the nature, he can see some of the things, he can hear some of the and he can feel some of the things. So that is called auditory image, visual image, and tactile images. And is a sound also you can hear. That is, what are the sounds you can hear? We already told it. Is it? Yeah. You can hear the sound of bees, hear the sound of river, and see some of the things. The sheep are going freely, and one after another, and by line. And the wind sound is there, and also you can see seas and fall of river sounds also, and scene also that is, and smooth field also you can see, white sheets of water, that means one by one water from rocks, and pure sky. Lastly, pure sky also you can see. Then next one is that I have thought of all by turns. Okay, okay, and still I lie. Lie means here in bed. In bed he is ready to sleep. Sleepless, but he can't get sleepless. And soon the small birds' melodies. That means early morning, maybe the sounds of cuckoos or some kinds of bird sound he can hear. while you wake up in early morning. That means 4 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. You can hear some of this remote place house. You can hear about the sound of birds. Okay, melodies means the songs. Okay, beautiful songs we can call as melody. Must hear first utter from my oak trees. Where is this sound come from? Bird sound come from the sound slowly come from, utter slowly comes from my oak trees, my plantation, my estate, or my garden, or we can call it. That's a beautiful song. Is comes from slowly. And the first cuckoo's melancholy, melancholy. Cuckoos always say the melancholy song. That means sad song or sweet song. Cuckoo's cry is melancholy. That is sad, beautiful song we can call as. So that is also a poet can hear while he's sleepless at bed. But that maybe he slept at night, but it still he can't sleep properly. He's thinking and thinking again and again. And at the same time, he heard the sounds. That means in the early morning, up to early morning, he can't sleep. So that's why he heard the beautiful sound of the birds from his plantation, from his garden, or from his estates. Okay. Then, even this last night and 2 nights more I lay. 2 or 3 days he can't sleep. Continuously he can't sleep. I don't know what is the reason. He said it. I means a poet is explain this everything. Poet is a narrator and could not we win thee. Thee means the old English. Thee means you. You means here sleep. He complained to sleep. You didn't come with me. Why you didn't come with me? By any sleep. Sleep means slowly come. Why you don't hesitate to come with me? Please come slowly with me. He addressed to sleep. So I don't let me wear tonight away. I think that tonight you will come. I hope that tonight you will come and bless me, and then I can easily to sleep. Okay then, without it, thee means you. I already told all English thee. That's a you meaning. You means here sleep. What is all this morning? Yeah, without you there is no morning. After night there is morning. If the morning is beautiful, splendid, energetic, there is a good sleep or sound sleep at night. That's why poets say that without night there is no morning. Wealth, okay, morning wealth. Come, please come. He again requested to sleep. Come, blessed barrier, blessed with me. Please come and embrace me and give a sound sleep. Barrier between day and day. That means you are the barrier, you are the middleman to day and day. Okay. Dear mother of fresh thoughts and joyful health. He said that you come, then my mind is so fresh and health. My health is also very good. If you can't sleep properly, our health is weakened. So if you are good sleep, your health is and mind is very fresh and energetic. That's here mentioned. So you should come. So for a good health, you should embrace me. So you should have to give any trick and come with me. Please come. You please come. Here you means or thee means sleep. So he requested, he begging or he praying to for come sleep. So sleep is still far away from him. That's why he's too much worry. And he said that please come and embrace. Then only I can enjoy the nature in the next day. So without you, there is no morning. That's why he said that please come, please again and again. He said it that. All right. So that's about the poem. So that's why I'm asked the question: have you had such kinds of experience? One day you can't sleep, or 2 3 days you can't sleep. What was your experience? Can you share with me? Okay, that's the things as here. Their poet is also explain the nature in the eighth line, and the sixth line his condition without sleep, right? So the appreciation is very important thing, and the meaning and everything is the sonnet. What is sonnet is a sonnet is a poem of 14 lines with a strict pattern of rhyming and rhythm. Okay, there are different forms of sonnet, but they share following thoughts of structure. What are the things needed for a sonnet? A key idea, development, conclusion, often with a twist. Okay. So many images also. What is the image is there? Here is the image is a picture created with the poet's choice of words that the reader can imagine or receive. Image can make a reader see, feel, think. Yeah. Visual images, audio-actor images, tactile images is also used here. Identify the images used by the poet in here. Okay. So many questions also here. Activity 1. There is a question is there. What are the question is there? I have a thought of all turns. What are the things that the poet thinks of? The things of the poets are flock of sheep passing leisurely one by one, the sound of rain, the murmuring of bees, the far of rivers, winds and seas, smooth fields, white sheets. Is it? All things are here. All answers also here, she said. Okay. Why couldn't the poet sleep for 3 nights? The poet couldn't sleep at 3 nights because sleep far away, running away from him. Yes. Then do you think that sleep embraced the poet in the end? We are not sure whether sleep is embraced the poet at the end. The poet begging for sleep to come. Then, how many of you identify with the words experience lying awake until the birds twitter? That means many people can awake until the birds twitter the endowed chorus, not enjoying the thoughts of nature and beauty, but with the burden of life. That is also another reason for sleep. They can't sleep properly. Common man couldn't sleep properly. Maybe they have so many problems in their day-to-day life. How do you think the poet feel as the sort of poems? The start of the poet is a bit of desperate and long for a sleep. Long mean wish for a sleep. Pick out the imagines. So many images here. So many things as we imagine. Alright, then appreciation is a critical appreciation. That's a very activity. Second is a critical appreciation. That's also very important. The poem Sleep provides us with some finest sights, sound, and movements of the nature. Definitely. The poet thinks of various things while he lies in bed without getting any sleep. A flock of sheep is flocking group, sleep leisurely, freely, passing one after by the other. He hears the sound of rain and the murmuring of bees. You also hear the fall of rivers, the noise of the wind, and the roaring of the sea. The smooth field also you can see. Then white sheet of water, that means falling water from the rocks, upper rocks. And the pure sky are the other things that come into the poet's mind while he is sleeping. He can also hear the melodious small birds coming from his orchard, especially the cuckoo's melancholy songs also heard by him. All these sights and sounds fall or fill the imagination of the readers too. Yes, we also get some kinds of beautiful feast from nature by William Wordsworth, isn't it? Yeah. Well, 3 nights have passed since the poet had ever get any sleep. We understood that 3 nights he couldn't sleep. He wished that sleep come to him at least this night or that night. Without sleep, he will not be able to enjoy the splendor of the morning. Yes. Sleep brings fresh thoughts and joyful health. That's the benefit of sleep. Okay, well, to sleep is a sonnet. We already say the sonnet is a poem of 14 lines. It is divided into two parts. The first 8 lines, what is that? First 8 line. The first 8 line is connected to octave, and the last sixth line is connected to what is the word I told is that we already told is that sestet. Okay. Okay, in the poet describe the condition without sleep. He prays and wishes that sleep should come with blessing. The poem is rich with figures of such personification, alliteration, hyperbole, and the rhyme scheme is used, I already told, A, B, B, A, C, D, E, C, D, E. On the whole, this is a beautiful sonnet. Right? See, so that's a very important thing you should have to remember. So many questions still there, isn't it? The what is sonnet, I already told. What is imagine is there. So here is a poetic devices that is you should be used for every class, not only first year after college or in your profession. You have to study this alliteration. What is alliteration exactly? Repeated consonant sound at the beginning of the word placed near each other, usually on the same or adjacent lines. Repeated consonant sounds. That is a, or consonant, vowel and consonant, is it? So consonants and repeated consonant sound comes in the beginning of the words. We can call it as that line is alliteration. See the example. Silence surged softly, the furrow followed free. Silence surged softly. That is a your pages you can understand. Not in our poems. Silence surged softly. That means yes, yes, yes. Next, the furrow followed free. F, F, F. That is a consonant sound on beginning of the letter. That is why we can see this line is alliteration. So that's easy way to find out. How to find out alliteration we can understand. Then assonance. Repeated vowel sound, not consonant sound, vowel sound. What are the vowel? A, E, I, O, U. Words placed near each other. Here you see a host of golden daffodils beside the lake beneath the trees. Usually on the same or adjacent lines, that means repeated vowel sounds. Repeated. A is comes out. Is it? Beside the lake beneath the trees. That is also as soon as you can repeat it. Vowel sound in words placed near each other. There is a O is there. Go, which is Jo O is there. Daffodil A is there. That is all vowels. Then beside E is there. See, lake A is there. Beneath E is there. See, all these comes to be as a assonance. That's a repeated vowel sound. Repeated consonant sound is we can call alliteration, whereas repeated vowel sound we can assonance. Then consonants, that's also another one. Repeated consonant sound at the ending of the words placed in here. Ending. See the ending of the lines. We can see. Then onomatopoeia, words that sounds like their meaning. That is onomatopoeia. Hyperbole, that is very important. Onomatopoeia, consonants and sonants is very rarely used, but using some of the poet, but mostly alliteration, hyperbole. And outrageous exaggeration used by the effect. Exaggerate. Make a very flattery words, exaggerating words. My grandmother is old as hills. A hill is compared to as, that means yes, old, and I mean grandmother's old is just like this. That means exaggerated words is used. That's hyperbole. Then metaphor is another important one. The direct comparison between two unlike things. That is called a metaphor. Her voice is music to his ears. Then simile is very easy for you. A direct comparison of two unlike things using like or as. If the lines come as or like, we can control this line as simile. So that is the things also you should be remember, right? So that is very important. It should be noted and it to be right in your notebooks. And at the same time, you should be right in your appreciation and question answer. Everything is here. See this appreciation question answer is here. It's also question answer, and the activity second is appreciation. This the continuing pages is there. All right. So that's about to sleep. Do you understand? It was written by British poet, natural poet William Wordsworth. Is it? So William Wordsworth is considered nature as philosopher, guide, and friend. From this, we can understand his like or love towards nature. And I already told it is exactly not a poem. It's a poem connected with it is inclined to sonnet. It's 8 lines octave plus sestet 6 lines. So that is a sonnet, 14 lines. And rhyming scheme already said A B B A C D E. Is it? That's the rhyming scheme. So many imagination is there. Here is also just like Ivan Ivanich. He couldn't sleep properly. At the same time, here poet also can't sleep properly. What is the secret of this sleep? Still, it's a mystery. That's why he's praying. Here is our poet pray to come sleep, and he begging in front of sleep, and he understood the importance of sleep from the lines. That means the morning is not bright and energetic, and affect the health also if it is you didn't get a good sleep. So that's why most of the people as to at the night time we are want a good sleep. Then only we wake up and doing our job in the morning up to evening. If it is possible, we need a sound sleep. So some people couldn't give more importance of sleep. So sleep played a very important role. At the same time, nature also played a very important role. I already said it. That's it. So that's also very important thing. So can you say about some of the more works of William Wordsworth connected to Daffodil? I remember Daffodil is one of the important. Then so many. Maybe you have to first 10th standard, maybe one. Maybe the 9th, the 8th standard or CBSE students also very familiar with William Wordsworth poems. Okay, so I hope that you will enjoy the poem. So those who are like nature, those who are like natural beauty, the sound, scenes, everything, they may be like William Wordsworth more because William Wordsworth contribute such kinds of brilliant or elegant work for English literature. That's why he's known as natural poet. So maybe in this quiz question or competition, maybe asked sometimes who is natural poet, recognized as natural poet in English literature. You should be know that William Wordsworth, right? So that's a very important thing. So, okay. And the thing is that your experience without sleep. Because if you didn't get sleep, what you are thinking? What is your next day, morning activities, whether you are tired or lazy, you didn't get energy, or what about the condition? Those who couldn't get sleep, they can easily write what is the importance of sleep, similar like that of a poet. Those who are get good sleep, they can enjoy the next day, morning with brilliantly, and they can see and hear with very clearly and rightly. Understood? So that is the importance of sleep. So I hope that you can enjoy this song. This poem. So it's time to wind up. So we will I think I hope that you will written in your notes completely up so far up to this, and only we will success. Work hard for this. So take care. Bye.